Back. We are live. Prospect has audio. Whoa. Um, we are good to go. Prospect, how are you doing tonight?
Well, after that disaster, I'm here. I'm doing good. I've got my Sixers on the side, hopefully not losing to the Raptors tonight. We had double digit streams tonight. 10 weeks. That's a lot of weeks. And
A lot of weeks.
here we are.
I think the stream just really wanted to be a part of us, and with you wearing your Sixers jersey with how poorly they've been playing, stream just wanted to crash on its own. So I think that's where it came. I'm blaming your Sixers jersey, even though I hope they win tonight. Who are they playing tonight?
We got the jersey, we got the hat, we're full on repping.
Wow.
Um, they're playing the Toronto Raptors tonight.
Oh, okay. All right.
So,
All right.
playing them is always a little bit of a rivalry. I feel like we'll see. We'll see how they do. It's early, the season's early.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I mean, it's exactly like my VBA team right now. Starting the week off for Cash League, I'm like 1-2, and
Ooh.
it's always scary getting a few losses, but it's early, so who knows?
You got plenty of time for things to turn around. I always look at the season as, getting through that first half and getting
Yeah.
through that hump. How are things looking and going from there?
Yeah,
Um, we got downtown in the house. How you doing tonight downtown? So you're in Cash League. What made you decide to go back to Cash League this week?
yeah.
I've got to
So
ask.
this happens every now and then, right? So, um, what happens is I go here. Let me pull my team up real quick. I have a great week, right? Like last week, I finished first. I went 9-3 for the week with a point differential of 107, almost almost double second place team, which was at 55. So, I have an amazing week like that, and I'm like, I'm going for the gold. Like, I'm gonna join Cash League, and then I join Cash League and I crash and burn. This has happened twice before, where I end like top of the league, and then I join Cash League and I end at the bottom. But like it's half a soul to win, half a soul. So it's not the worst thing in the world. We'll see how it goes.
I wish you the best of luck. That point differential is insane. Over a
Yeah,
hundred.
it's insane, and I'm like, well, hopefully I can do that well in Cash League. And again, I've said it before, but Cash League payout. If I lose, I'm going to get more dimes than I would have gotten in first place in a free league. So hopefully I'll put it towards a raffle, and if I lose, it'll be worth it in the long run.
Speaking of dimes in the box office, were you able to get a player in the drop?
I did. I got one player. I got an underdog scoring guard, point guard, um, but he has 0 seasons of experience. So
Joey.
it wasn't the worst thing in the world. Scoring guard, not my favorite. I think, let me check. I believe I had like two. I played him for 2 games, um, and it was decent results. Not exactly what I wanted. Okay, 1 game. He had 17 points. He won 7 for 16. Um, 3 steals, 6 rebounds. So not awful, but in a cash league, it's not the place I want to explore him. So I'll probably
Sure.
put him back over to my G League team and give him like a week or so, and we'll see what we can do.
Have him, work the floor with Jesus, Moneyball Ortiz, see how
Yes.
things play out. I mean, that can only result in positive
Yeah.
things happening. So I like it. I like it. I wish you and that player best of luck. I think it's really cool that you got in. I was not able to get in, but we she'll see in the future. We're going to talk about the next drop a little later tonight. That being said, are you ready for the tip off?
I'm ready for the tip off. Let's to the board.
Let's do it. All right. So, news for tonight just dropped today.
Yeah.
Season 0 celebration tournament. So, gotta love the outstretched arms. Ready to win it all. Ready to win it all. To show appreciation for GMs who have been part of the monumental Season 0 Alpha, VBA will be hosting a celebration tournament with a 400 soul over 10K prize pool. I looked up the conversion as of today, October 26, 2022. That's just under 12,500 US dollars. That's insane. Competing in this high profile showcase will be a free entry reward for the top 128 VBA teams. How do I qualify for the Season 0 celebration tournament? 2 ways. So 64 teams will be those with the highest rating points since the week 15 reset, and 64 teams will be those with the highest earnings in our cash prize contest starting with week 19. Starting week 19, cash prize contests will no longer impact our rating points, but participants will still earn competitively dimes. Each team can only earn 1 spot in the tournament. If a team qualifies in both rating points and cash prize earnings, only 1 entry will count, and it will go to a slot in which the team is higher ranked. What are your thoughts on this prospect?
Yeah, so I read through this once earlier today when the announcement was made. I haven't really been able to digest it. I had a crazy day at work, but my first reaction earlier today was like, first of all, 10K, 12, just under 12K in prize pool. Like, that's awesome. That is so cool. I love it. Um, that being said, I was a little not like upset because it makes sense, but like the highest rating points, um and like the highest earning cash prize contestants, it's like, I don't know. To me, I wish there was a way to get like, maybe split it up and have like, a bracket for like competitive, intermediate, recreational, even. I know we don't want teams to tank. I would kind of be surprised if teams did tank to get into this, or maybe they announced it in there with some sort of like snapshot already or something like that. But I was slightly disappointed that it's like, the highest rating points and the highest earning. And I get it again, right? Like, in a world of MVPs, like, or in a world of sports, like the best are the ones who should be playing in the tournaments. But at the same time, I wish there was a way to get not those teams involved, you know, spread the love sort of deal. Um, yeah, those were my immediate reactions earlier today.
I didn't think of it in that way, but I really like your comments there. And I think maybe in the future with other tournaments, having things focused. We lost Prospect again. We're about to die. But having he's back. Woo. Having a so many technical difficulties tonight, chat.
I just watched myself disappear.
Having a tournament by league, I think would be really cool for longevity of the game. In my personal opinion, I'm not an expert on this, but just allowing people to get excited about the different, like, hey, I'm not competitive, but I can still participate in this really cool, fun tournament, I think would be awesome. I'm terrified of this tournament. I have so much anxiety. I'm currently, as of this past week's rankings, sitting at position 44.
Ooh, wow.
And so I'm a little too close for comfort to that 64 cutoff. So
Sure,
the cheering is extra loud. I'm coaching my team up so much in these next few weeks. But then, so the way I'm kind of looking at this or approaching this is I want to try and make it in by being a top 64 based off of rating points. That would be a dream.
Sure.
I'm worried that's not going to happen. We'll see. But what I do kind of like is that since the week 15 reset, got some time to, because what week are we in now? I don't think we're
Um,
in
hold
19
on.
I don't think
There.
19 is next week.
No, right now, yeah, right now we're in 18.
Oh,
So
right now we
19,
are in 18. Oh, there goes my plan, my master plan.
yeah.
Wow, it's been that long since the reset. So I was originally thinking, great, now my anxiety is going even higher, that I was going to kind of ride it out and say, okay, I'm past the cutoff line or I'm super close, start entering in paid.
Yeah.
So now I've got a real
A real pickle.
yeah,
Real
real
pickle.
Sophie's choice
Yeah.
here. So we'll see. I'm gonna probably not sleep tonight thinking about my strategy and approaching this. Chat, if you're interested in trying to play in this, what are your thoughts? Let us know on Twitter. Let us know here in chat. I'd be really curious to hear how you're going to be approaching this tournament. I'm excited because there's a slight chance I could make it. But I like your points. Long term, I think having tournaments for the lower leagues is super important, and I think could be a lot of fun.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know there will be brackets with, underdogs only and stuff like that, but it's tough to see that the first um giant prize pool that they have is just going to go right back to the top teams. And again, I understand why, and I'm not saying the top teams shouldn't have those opportunities, but I think that there should be some love spread a little bit to the other lower earning or lower bracket teams or something like that. So it's exciting though. It's cool. It's really cool. I'm excited to watch some games, and I'll root for you when you get there.
Thank you. Yes, when I like your word choice there. That was a great word choice. We got some comments in chat I just want to hit on. Soul Berenson says, initial thought. For lower competitive or upper intermediate teams, cash leagues seems the safer bet. Top 4 finish each week will have the same earnings as a first place finisher each week. Interesting. Very interesting. Cube says, have some potential Cinderella stories. Absolutely. I think there are going to be some really fun narratives around this.
Yeah.
God's Love says dropping 64 ranks with 2 bad weeks is very, very possible. Absolutely is. Attorneys for lower cap equals Bamonti says greater than lower leagues. Cash League gives anyone a chance to make it in. I like the way they have constructed it. So that's Downtown said that. What if, hypothetically, this may not happen, but if this gets enough people excited to enter cash, that maybe the competition lessens a little bit and you could get a good, luck of the draw.
Yeah, and I think that is, again, that makes total sense. It certainly does give anybody a chance because it is randomized in there, but at the same time, that randomization could make it harder for someone to get in. It's just luck of the draw there. But I think, it really will make more people enter the cash league, which is cool. Hopefully it will make more people enter the cash league. At the same time, I think a lot of recent new players have joined because you get the free player packs, the prospect. So I don't know if all those new players will be entering cash leagues, but I'm excited to see. And I hope, at some point, maybe we get like numbers of how many people have been in the cash leagues and stuff like that. So it'll be cool to see. And, the point is it's an awesome tournament structure, or it's awesome that they're doing this, I guess.
Yeah, 400 total soul prize pool, 100 soul going to the champion.
Yeah.
Free to enter, you just have to qualify. So talking about the structure, you've got a group stage inspired by the World Cup, 128 teams split into 16 groups of 8, playing every team twice with point differential tiebreaker. The top 2 teams Move on to the bracket stage. Please note GMs are not permitted to move players across rosters after the group stage completes. If they do, their teams will automatically be disqualified. Bracket stage remaining teams will be reseeded according to their total wins in the group stage using point differential as a tiebreaker. One round will take place each day to allow GMs a chance to manage their lineups. There will be 5 rounds, the best of 3 games, no lineup changes between games, culminating in a championship game where one team will walk away the season 0 champion. Expect the tournament festivities to begin at the tail end of season 0 in early 2023. And that's, once I read that, that's when my blood pressure just went through the roof. I've got to walk this line for at least 2 more months.
Yeah, it's a long and that's just an if, you know. I mean, when we had John and Charles on, they were saying, you know, they are aiming for season early 2023, but there's no date because it's not a, you know, they're still figuring things out. I think things have been figured out for a little while now. It's just getting better and better, but um, you know, I don't know. Early 2023 can be, to me, it's like January, February, March.
Oh, don't say
So
that. Don't. Okay, you're killing
it's a
me. You're
long
literally
way.
killing me right now. One last comment I want to hit on. God's Love says in Cash League, even if you have one bad week, you are out. Plus, you have given up the chance to gain ELO.
Yeah, that's a really good point because they're saying like it's top 64 teams or whatever. But if you're in cash league, then you're not gaining elo.
That's, you got a lot of trade-offs to consider there. A lot of
Yeah.
trade-offs to consider.
I don't think I would be able to make it up that high. I mean, there's no way. So I'm going for cash league, and you know, we'll see what happens. I guess.
Maybe Jesus getting called up.
I don't know about. Let's not get ahead of ourselves there.
All right, let's talk about, you know, speaking of, you know, leagues, players, moving players around. This could be this could change everything for you right here.
Yeah.
Next week, we have our second VBA player sale. We had, from all accounts I've heard, a successful 120 player sale.
Yeah.
Now on the 31st, 200 players at 1.5
Yep.
soul.
I got in on those first 20 players. I was all excited.
Dang.
And then I was like, damn, I didn't have to rush for that. I was sitting here like clicking away. But yeah, it's exciting. I don't know if I'm gonna get another player. Um, we'll see. You know, I've got I've got a bank of soul right now, and I need to decide if I want to buy specific pieces or gamble and see what I can pull. Um, we'll see.
I'm very unsure myself.
Yeah, it went very smoothly though. Like
Nice.
great process. Also, really cool to see players in the actual box office, you know, like not have to do it through Magic Eden or something like that. You know, obviously they're testing things out, so we'll see what happens in the future and what's added to the box office. But yeah, it went really smoothly and it was a cool experience.
It, and again, that will be 200 players, October 31st. That's next Monday at 4 p.m. PST, 11 p.m. UTC for those that are interested.
Yep.
Now we're going to go into a new segment. This one is going to be replacing Game of the Week. And it's going to be, I think, a little more interactive, a little more exciting.
Yeah.
I'm looking at my cues here. I can't find them under my mic. Thanks, Stream Deck. And I'm very excited for this next segment. So now, chat, we're going to be talking about the legendary Stream Team.
Yes.
You've heard of
And
the
you know
Dream
what?
Team. Maybe you watched the special on the Redeem Team. But chat,
Oh.
you don't know anything about the Stream Team.
No, not yet. But you're gonna learn.
So go for it. Lead us off. You've been very active in the Stream Team.
Yeah, I've been loving the stream team. I've watched a lot of the games. So anybody who in chat who's new, who you know hasn't joined in before, hasn't watched before, doesn't know what's happening, whatever. a few weeks ago when VBA released the prospect packs, which are free packs that you can get. You don't even need a wallet. You sign up with an email, you can get a free pack of 6 players. We got a free pack of 6 players. MJ and I recorded the process. I'm trying to open up our stats on my end. We went through the whole process. We recorded it. I think it's still available. Is it available still? It's got to be, right?
The season 0
Um,
pack?
no, the video of us going through the process.
Yeah, that will be on if it's not on the MJ Gaming Network Twitch, it'll be on YouTube.
There we go.
And on our podcast, you can listen to it or watch on Spotify the video.
Yeah, wow, look at that. So many options for everybody. So we went through the whole process. We pulled our pack on stream. We signed up, and we got our 6 players: a scoring guard, pure shooter, pass first guard, 3-and-D wing, versatile forward, and a post scoring big. We set our lineup with the help of chat, and it's been 2 weeks, right? 2 weeks to the day, I believe. Yeah. Wait, 2 or 3?
I think
2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks to the day, and we haven't changed our lineup once. We have not changed the lineup once. We have 1 player who has not played, and I believe it is I don't even remember which one it is.
It's not Larkin, I know that much.
Is it the pure shooter? Yeah, it's certainly not Larkin, our boy. Anyways, we've been playing the lineup of a post scoring big, a pure shooter, pass first guard, a 3-and-D wing, and a versatile forward. And I will gladly say our team has been crushing it. We are 18-9. We're at 1602, which I think might be higher than my actual team, which if it is,
Oh no.
I'm about to freak out. Hold on, let me check.
And a little Easter egg for those that maybe don't know is that the icon that we chose is a dog because just to pay homage to the legend that is Brett Smith. And if Brett Smith makes an appearance tonight or any other time, chat, believe us, you will know all about it. So, verdict?
I'm so mad. My team is at 1487.
Oh no! Stream team.
I'm 81-86. And stream team is just thrashing my team. I mean, what are we? We're 70.6 points per game, 44.4 rebounds average, and 16.6 average. We have some absolute ballers on our team though. Our boy, where is he?
Let's dig into the stats. I've got to pull them up right here. Our team basically consists of Larkin and Brogan, or I don't even know how to pronounce his last name.
Yeah, I have no clue. Well, no, we've also got Dougherty.
Yeah.
Yeah, our pure shooter is hitting 24.6 points per game. But our center, our post scoring big, is at 27.3 points per game. And this is all over 27 games. You love to see it.
Yeah, and that's right from what I can tell and see in the data. And I think Crypto Brojo also had similar findings as well, that right around that 30 game mark is when you start to see kind of the stats level off a little bit. And yeah, I mean, to put up those numbers, and Doherty's shooting 45% from 3.
Yeah.
It just I'm pretty shook. We've got Larkin and Tromp getting boards for us. Who's given our assists? Let's see. No one really standing out for the blocks.
Rogan is doing the assists. He's at 12.7 assists.
Oh yeah, there we go. Yeah.
But not to overshadow free throw percentage. We've got Dougherty. He's at 75.8% free throw. And
What
then
a
you've got
legend.
Trump is at 58.5, and Hilpert is at 63.9. And they might not be taking 100 free throws a game, but ask Popovich. Those free throws matter.
They absolutely do. VBA team, if you're watching, listening, consuming this in any way, please, we beg you, allow us to turn our prospects into NFT
Yeah,
players.
seriously. Here's the other question though. Looking at Stream Team, we've got was it Feeney? We've got a scoring guard at SG. Do we switch it up or do we just let it ride? I mean, I'm tempted to just say like let it ride. I can't see how a
I,
scoring guard is going to be better than Dougherty, the pure
yeah.
shooter.
Uh-uh.
No, we're riding. We're
Yeah,
letting
I
it
think
go.
we let it ride.
Also, I like that John Lee and Jeff just came out of nowhere and are like, "We are here. We are literally always listening. We know what you're saying about us." Thanks for tuning in, guys.
I appreciate that a lot. Jeff 3 Point did give us a winky face emoji, so I feel like Jim Carrey right now in Dumb and Dumber. So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah, there's a chance.
John Lee's ears are burning.
It's I can go back and look right now, see if I can find some real quick. But MJ, I've sent it to you. Like we've had some games where we beat up teams that were full NFT players.
Yeah. Like I want to pull up Larkin's stats here for a minute. Yeah, 38 points, 55%.
Love it.
Like
Incredible.
just wild. 37 points here, 58% field goal shooting.
Yeah.
He's just, he can't be stopped. And he's a prospect player. How exciting is that?
Yeah. I actually, I watched today's 3 p.m. game at work while I was in my office.
Nice.
And we played this team. I'm looking now.
Patron
A. They're 107 and 93. They're at 1578 rating points. They had
all NFTs
of NFT players, including a rare scoring guard and a rare slasher. And no offense if you're out here, but we spanked them 81-74.
and our special player too.
Our boy Dougherty dropped 32 points, going 10 of 18 and 7 of 11 on 3 points. Hit all five of his free throws. Also had 3 rebounds and 2 steals and 1 block. And then on top of that, our homie Larkin, center, post scoring big.
Oh my God.
Went 17 for 31 with 16 rebounds and 2 blocks. So like, doing the thing. The stream team is doing the thing.
And Rogan's here 0 for 7.
Yeah.
Just dishing dimes left and right. What a team. I love this team so much.
Yeah, it is really fun to watch them. We, obviously the dime situation is a little different than, with your NFT players, but, if you are listening or watching live or anytime in the future on, any of our various outlets, you can have a free team of players and you can watch your games and you can have fun and you can win. So that's why the team at VBA did this, and it is clearly working.
It's just absolutely insane. I'm blown away by this. And yes, again, thank you to the VBA team. I think this is a really cool way of onboarding people into the community. Like you said, it's totally free. Try before you buy, but you get, it's not like, oh, it's a freemium model or you only get a little bit. No, you get the full experience outside of earning dimes, but you're not putting anything into it. So It's and again, like so much fun.
Yeah, it is
So
fun.
much fun. I can't wait to see where this goes next week. And I think it was Jason Wright said, "What if Stream Team makes the tournament? Can you imagine? We've got so
I
much
didn't
time.
even think about that.
We've got so much time. There's technically a chance."
Wait, how do we see what rank we're at? Like what
I just all right. Let's find this out. We're 1602. That's our RP.
yeah. Also, real quick, you know, Jeff in chat just said, "Wait till you see our next onboarding feature we have rolling out very soon." So
What?
that's exciting. I will say the one thing that I'll say, and this is also because God's love just said in chat, maybe we can introduce something like XP points. People with specific XP can convert prospects into NFTs. I will say, and this might be a hot take, and I might walk back on this at some point.
Let's hear it.
I don't know if I want prospects to be able to be turned into NFTs. And I think I
Go on.
said this in Gen Chat last week, and I forget who I was chatting with, but we've got a lot of players out there, and we're releasing more players right now. The market is generally healthy. There's a lot of skilled players out there. Saul Berenson just said 214
214.
for sure.
Wow.
He beat us to it. And I just don't want, all of a sudden everybody's taking so you're signing up left and right for teams with emails left and right, all of a sudden you can have X as many amount of teams as you can sign up for. And then when you get to the XP or whatever the conversion to NFT is, all the best players would be the ones that are turned into NFTs. And then all of a sudden there's a flood of like these high skilled, high scoring, high assist, high rebound, and whatever players. I just think that the team has the numbers in the NFTs and the numbers to release and for people to buy. And I just don't know if I want the ability to truly turn them into NFTs as much as I want, our boy Larkin on our team earning some dimes. I think I like where they are and how it's at, but obviously things can change, and so can my opinion.
I hate that take so much because I agree with it.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, but I do. I think that makes a lot of sense. And we've got a lot more players coming. So I mean, we're getting excited about this small little prize just pool of players. We've got so many other season 0 NFT players coming. We're going to see a lot happening. I yeah, I agree with you. I don't know if I want that.
I know. I've thought about it a lot. And again, I don't remember who I was chatting with in Gen Chat about it, but that's where I'm at. But that all being said, Stream Team is at 1592. Looks like we're ranked 214. So we'll see what we can do, but that's a long way away.
Yeah, we were so I mean, but I'm not saying, but I'm saying we were at 1592 going into the week. We're currently at 1602. So we're still climbing.
Yeah.
Watch out, chat. Top 64, here we come.
I'm also thinking, just looking at God's love's comment in chat and such. I don't, do we know exactly what happens with the prospect players? Like, do they have a life?
I think now that you say that, I want to say after a season they're gone.
Yeah.
Or like possibly get recycled, come back, you've got to like redo it.
Yeah, God's love. Yeah, they vanish after the season, and I think that's smart. Yeah, Jeff verified. Thanks, Jeff. Yeah, that's how it should be.
Yeah,
they have to get real jobs. They go on to be car salesmen. Yeah, harsh.
I just got so sad now. This Stream has been an emotional roller coaster for me. I just the thought of
Okay.
Larkin disappearing forever.
Yeah, wait,
They
real
become
quick.
podcasters.
I also just want to say, I know on that note of they become podcasters, I just want to say, I'll get it out of the air now. I really like Pat Bev and his podcast. Hate him on the court, hate the Lakers, but listen to his podcast, everybody. He's cool. His podcast is cool. And I'll never say it again. That's it.
I think it should be they should be a unofficial sponsor, and that they don't pay us anything, and we just promote their podcast every
We
week.
just talk about them. Yeah. I
Everyone,
like
please subscribe to Pat Bev Pod
yeah,
wherever you find your podcasts, featuring Roan. Roan's great
yeah,
too.
it's good. There's some funny clips in it.
Yeah,
He's like, it's so interesting to see these athletes who are like, just absolute like dogs on the court. Like Pat Bev in particular. I mean, he talks the talk and like he's got the attitude, and then you see him in this podcast, and it's like he's just like a normal, funny dude. Like he seems chill.
and he loves his wine.
He loves his wine. Anyways, that's where we're at.
If I'm
Love
throwing it out here right now, and when I've done this kind of thing in the past, it's always come back to bite me. But
Yeah.
if Pat Bev somehow acknowledges us or our stream, I will drink a whole bottle of wine on an episode of VBA Live, and I will offer to ship him a bottle of wine as well.
I'm pretty sure last time you made a deal like that, you ended up shirtless on stream.
Yeah, that definitely happened. That definitely happened.
Yeah, we'll see what we can do there.
So let's change subjects, and let's talk about our free agent find. That was Stream Team. Love to see it. Hope they continue to progress. So this week's free agent find, I shifted gears a little bit. Wanted a more established player who was a little more proven, but also at a good price point. And so I went with Jackie Moon. Jackie Moon is a underdog center, fundamental big with 5 seasons of experience. So, the dough has risen here, but we're not fully baked yet. And what I like about Jackie Moon is, first I want to talk about kind of not for sale. Did someone bought Jackie Moon? Shit.
Yeah, he got bought because he was actually he was also my choice. That's the second week in a row.
No way. So I believe Jackie Moon was 0.9. And that's kind of I want to take a step back and give my thoughts on this anecdotally. What I'm seeing is you can get higher performers, loosely speaking, at a good price point for the market, but where you make sacrifices is you often lose out on dual position, and they're most likely going to be an underdog, which, I mean, seeing the Stream Team, all prospects, that's not the worst thing in the world necessarily.
No.
But Jackie was killing it, 59% field goal, even played out of position a handful of times. Just a very efficient shooter. So bummed that this sold. Again, was listed at 0.9, which I just thought, for someone who has 41 games of experience and is shooting consistently, getting good rebounds, usually outscoring his competition, it was just a really nice free agent find. What comments did you have about Jackie, and then who was your placement? And also, just we picked the same again.
Yeah, second week in a row. Hold on. I'm looking through for my second one. I had a backup. I just want to I have 2 backups and I need to choose between the 2 basically.
All right. I'll try and look for one while you talk about yours.
Jackie Moon, obviously that field goal percentage is crazy. And it's not the most points, 16.8 average is not the most, but at that high of an efficiency, it means he's not taking a ton of shots, which is good. And who knows, maybe if he gets more, if there's a high assists team or something, those points will go up. There were certainly a few games where I remember he had decent points, well above average. It's just that that is where the average was sitting. So that's where it is. And then I do have, let me just pull this guy up. Um, let's see if you want to pull up player. Oh man, now I can't choose. I have two. Let's go with 7595.
Oh, I love the name.
Yeah. So
What are you seeing here? What's jumping out at you?
hold on. Jason Wright in chat gave us a player ID to check out. Let's go to that after this guy.
Sure.
So I'll say it now. If no one buys this guy, I am probably going to snag him after this. There was a fundamental big unplayed. Actually, downtown is selling them. I was talking to him about it earlier. Unplayed for 1 soul right now, which I think is a great buy.
Oh, nice.
But to me, I've said it before. I get scared of the unplayed players because my luck, I'm going to play them and they're going to have a broken leg or something. This guy, 20.4 points as a fundamental big, is above average, slightly above average. We've got field goal at 58.7, is also, I believe, above average. Yes, above average. Assists at 0.5, slightly below average. Looking into his career stats, turnovers is usually important. Well, it's important. Not usually, it is. Slightly above average at center and slightly below average at power forward. Personal fouls, he's at 2.9, which isn't the best. It's a little under, above average there. He's got a good amount of rebounds. His free throw is good. 3-point is at like 33.3, which is not incredible. But there's a big difference between his performance. Oh, wait, looking at, yeah, so there's a bit of a difference between his performance at center versus power forward, but pretty much everything here is above average. He's an underdog. He's flex, power forward, and center, and he's only at 5 seasons of experience. He's 1.4 soul. I like this guy. I think it's a good value buy, and a lot of room to grow there too. But he's above 30. They're above 30 games. Or wait, no.
Yeah, he's got 24 career games. So I mean, pretty close.
Yeah, it's close.
And I wouldn't be too discouraged by 3-point. He's taking less than 1 attempt per game. It's not a big deal there.
Yeah, it's good. I like him. I think it's a good buy. I think fundamental bigs are interesting. I don't have any on my team lately, and I have been thinking about getting one for my team. I think it's a good step to take. So we'll see, but this was my choice for the week. Do you want to address Jason's comment in chat?
Absolutely. So we've talked about this earlier on stream, but I don't know if you were there, and for any new people. So we have some tools that we use to just kind of look at high level, just I call it the wall of just player stats, and it is broken down by position. I'm working on releasing something that visually is more appealing. Prospect can attest to the just giant line of stats that I send him to be made public. So you can start to see some of these things a little bit better yourself, but I have no timeline on that. it may be a while still. But yeah, working on improving visibility, I
Yeah.
guess is the best way of putting it publicly. So
Mhm.
Jason Wright also said, check out 3055. It's from
Yeah.
the buy sell trade in VBA Discord. So we'll go ahead, we'll pop that up.
Yeah, let's see what we got.
So Baltimore Blue Crabs, that's a fun team name. Jeremy Shaft, great facial hair, great name. 0.61 soul. Okay, I'm liking that price.
Yeah.
When I look at this player though, and player stats compared to, at least at the small forward position, I don't necessarily love it. It seems very average in terms of, shooting is in fact a little below average. Rebounds are an improvement, almost one rebound more than average for the position, almost one more block, and 1.2 more steals. So, kind of within the stat breakdown, it is a little more defensive, and usually outscores the opposition. So, that's a nice thing. I would like to see the shooting percentage a little higher, though, in my opinion. Any thoughts on this player? But it is a dual position, um, small forward and shooting guard, with 5 seasons of experience. So that's pretty solid.
Also at scoring guard, it's SGSF, and scoring guards are usually PGSG, I believe.
Oh,
Um,
yes, yeah.
that's kind of nice. It gives you a little extra flex.
In a ton of games, 186 games total.
Yeah, I was gonna say I kind of like that because at that point it's like you can go through his career averages, and he's been on one, two, three, four. He's been on a few teams. The first two teams he was on, there was 2 games, there was 8 games, but then it goes to 46 games, 9 games, whatever, and then 121 games. And you can look like his stats aren't really changing too much within there. Obviously, the biggest jump is from the 46 games to the 9 games, and then the 9 games to the 121 games. But it's a consistent player. And obviously, there is always variance. We preach that all the time on this show. But yeah, I like it. I think it's decent, and I think again for the price, yeah, it's a good price point. Let me see if there's other scoring. What are the other scoring guards at?
I would almost argue the player's got 23 games right now at shooting guard, and it's looking like those numbers might be a little bit better. It's better field goal percent, fewer possessions, better rebounding than small forward. Or yes, and yeah, even more steals slightly. So that's kind of exciting for the price at 0.61. Yeah, I don't know if you've seen anything else in the market. Yeah, I could see some value there. Maybe you're looking to add something to a prospect team. Maybe you have some weakness that you've identified in that position. You think someone that fits this mold, a scoring guard, could help out. It could be exciting. Could absolutely be exciting.
Wow. Someone. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Someone canceled the listing. Oh no.
Hold it back.
I was about to buy him.
Hold it back. Wait. 3055 or your other player?
The one I was looking at. I was about to buy him.
Oh no. Oh
Who
no.
Who is it? Who is it? Who is it? Who are you?
Who's in chat? Who's in chat? Watch it.
Sell me your player right now. Crap. That's funny. I love it though. You love to see it.
Absolutely love to see it. So chat, we're kind of at the end of our night right now. If you have any questions for us around strategy, how we built our teams, approaching the tournament in case you missed that in the beginning. Please let us know. We'd be more than happy to answer those before we sign off. We'll go back to the discussion. We'll hop off the board here. But Bundy says next week you should buy first, then chill on stream.
I know.
That's the beauty, the risk reward, the beauty of the free agent find. Mine already sold or was delisted. Yours was delisted. Crazy things happen on free agent finds.
I'm going to the Discord right now.
About to be a riot in Discord chat. Well, it's not looking like anything's popping up tonight. No worries on that. We will be back next week, next Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern, with another episode of VBA Live with news, stream team updates, and free agent finds. Chat, thank you so much. Oh, whoa. Pump the brakes. We got a last minute question from Jason M. Wright. How do I use a 3-and-D wing? I can't figure them out. All right, Jason, what's the ID? What's the ID? Let us know the ID. We'll take a look at them for you. I'm just going to pull some things up here on the side.
Wow, I'm fuming right now.
Yeah, I'd be curious. So when people frame questions around playstyles, archetypes, I think about what position are they, what rarity are they, how many games do they have, and then we can kind of go through the process a bit too, but usually it's kind of from the other point of view of, instead of looking defensively, offensively, why is my player struggling? Are there any specific playstyles or archetypes they're struggling against? Or just stat-wise, are they just not performing in certain areas that you would need for your team? Don't have it available right now. So I guess here, Jason Random, give you some homework. You can follow up with us. Prospect, if you have any thoughts on this, please jump in.
Trying to find the owner of that player.
All right, I'll let you find the owner. I'll take this one. So let me know, think about where they're playing, why you're playing them there, and what are those matchups you're going against. Is it a proven high scorer that you want to try and stop? Are you trying to, set up another player in any way? Who usually plays there? What do they provide for your team? I'm just give me 2 seconds here. And so for 3-and-D wings, they're taking a few more attempts, and especially from 3. But their field goal percent is pretty much staying the same. So, perimeter shooting, how is that looking for your team? Are they a good 3-point shooter for 3-and-D wing? Are they a good 3-point shooter in general for VBA? Just all kind of questions like, what gap is it filling? Who is it replacing? And how are they performing just in general at that specific position? So happy to connect on that, maybe in follow up next week on stream, but please connect sooner if you'd like. Prospect, any luck finding the owner?
I think so. I shot him a message, and we'll see what happens. I mean, that's all you can do. There's a lot of good players out there. If this one doesn't happen, I'm sure something else will come by.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
I'm never, ever, ever showing a player on free agent finds that I want to buy ever again. Admittedly, I wasn't like, oh, this guy could fit into my lineup real well until I was actually reading it out loud. But that's the last time I do that. Only awful players on free agent finds from now on.
All right, chat. Thank you. This has been a blast as always. Thank you for sticking with us through our technical issues in the beginning, and we will see you next Wednesday 8 p.m. Eastern for episode 11 of
Yes.
VBA